Hi guys, and welcome to Beauty Cakes, where we talk about all things beauty and curls. My name is Debbie, and today we are going to be talking about the highly anticipated James Charles and Morphe palette. I am so excited for this palette, and also, yes, I know I've been gone for like 2 weeks. I've been going through some things, which I will probably tell everyone at the end of this month, at the end of November, beginning of December, what I've been going through. But anyways, it's nothing serious, but not that serious. Kind of serious, but not that serious. Anyways, since I knew that this was coming out, I was like, I need it. I got mine today. I used it today. It is what I'm wearing. On my cheekbones, on my nose, on my eyes. I'm using it today. And this palette just makes me like remember why I love makeup. So, of course, it comes in the packaging like this. It comes wrapped up in this thing. Looks like that. My fingerprints are all over it because, well, like I said, I was using it. And it comes with this sheet. I tape mine to top so I know the names of the colors. It doesn't really help me because then I got to figure out where everything is. And that is what the palette looks like. The lighting really doesn't do it justice. Sorry if the lighting is bad. I broke my ring light. Now I have one light. Anyways, so I also want to not really compare it, but kind of mention it next to the Jaclyn Hill palette because I know that this is literally like also everything in a palette, but they're also different. They're different. I was gonna say they're different, but the intentions are kind of the same, but yeah, I guess we could say that. But they're different, but they're also one of my, I'm trying to like think how to say this. These are both now like the only palettes I need in life is basically what I'm trying to say. Like, I really just think that if you buy these two palettes, you really don't need anything else in life. But we'll get into that later. Basically, one of the things that like excites me about this is that you can make like a full-blown rainbow using one palette. Before, I had to use like 5 palettes and a lipstick, okay? The Huda Beauty, the only thing that I could like think of that has like such like pigmented colors and you could like maybe create a rainbow is the Huda Beauty Obsessions, the little one, and that one's $27, okay? Beautiful palette. I love it and I used it, and when I bought it, like that was my intention, is because I wanted something to create a rainbow unicorn with. But now I'm like, that was $27. I should have just waited. Another thing is the red in this palette. I have never found like a more true red. I believe like who was it that mentioned? Like Jaclyn Hill or maybe it was James Charles have said that like a red is like hard to do because it usually leans more towards like the orange side. And honestly, there's only one other red that I've seen that I like and I bought the palette for it, and it's the Jaclyn Hill, the Vault one. It has this shimmery, I want to say it's kind of like a brick red. It looks like a brick red in a palette, but this one is the Ring the Alarm palette, and it's this shade right here called Bomb Ass. And if you pick it up, it looks like that. Like, it does look red, but it does, like, if I'm looking at it in person, it does lean a little bit more orange. And the James Charles one, but this is a shimmer, and then this one is the red one here. And it's so like, it is so true red. Oh my God. But anyways, let me just. So yeah, just for comparison, but I mean, you could use them together. And then I'm trying to get all because I've been like putting rainbows on my arms all day. So it is what I used today. As soon as I opened the palette, I saw the purples, and I love purple, and it was like what I gravitated to towards as soon as I opened the palette was these 3 colors, and that's what I used today. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch a rainbow for you guys. If you guys have bought this palette, I think James Charles in his videos did say that he recommends using a primer of some kind. I used the, what is it? What did I use? I'm trying to remember what I used. I just used the Tatcha primer and I put it like everywhere, even on my eyelids. And then I used the Too Faced Born This Way concealer to prime my eyelids. And then I set it with this color, the white in here, which is called Flashback. I just lightly set it with that, and then I didn't have any problem. I didn't have any problem building up the colors. With the shimmers, with Morphe, I will say, and with any brand really, I wet my brush always, or I use my finger and then I pat. I don't swipe. I don't feel like that works well. If you really want to get the pigment down, I feel like it's best to like tap with your finger or a wet brush. I wouldn't use a dry brush. I don't really use a dry brush when I'm using shimmers with any brand, like even Huda Beauty. I still use a wet brush to apply those. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this. So I'm going to set, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and swatch a rainbow for you guys because those are the colors, and the reason why I wanted this palette so bad was because of all the colors, especially those bright rainbow colors. That's excited me the most. So let me get all this color off of my hands. Ugh. Okay, so the first color is the red, like I said. And it's just so beautiful. I'm so in love. I'm just so in love. There it is. And some of these colors you do have to build up, and that's just, it is what it is. They don't really have a lot of fallout. But I mean, all palettes have fallouts, if we're being honest. Anastasia, Beverly Hills palettes like live off of fallout and people still use them. This orange right here, what is this called? You guys, this is going to be hard, the names. The red is called You're Kidding. The orange is called 518. Right there. I feel like it looks yellow on camera, but it's orange, I promise. Yeah, there it looks orange more. I'm really bad at swatches, guys. Especially doing them like this way, whatever. And then the next color I'm going to pick up, and I'm also very excited about, is this yellow. With yellows, I do feel like they tend to sometimes look more orange, kind of, or like dull. This is like a true actual, or this palette is so big. It's like a true actual yellow. So I'm picking it up. Looks like that. This is one of the colors that you are going to have to build up, but I mean, it's a lighter shade, which, you know, I'm not mad at. Then this green color is also such a beautiful color, and that one is called Social Blade. It's like that on my finger. And then, how does the rainbow go? Green, blue. I'm gonna use this blue right here, which is Cola. It's like that. And the next color I'm going to use is the purple, which is Escape. I'm gonna use this purple, the darker one. And then lastly, I'm going to use this pink right here, which I don't think the camera's doing it justice. This is like a freaking fire pink, like a bright flamingo pink. I don't know if I'm using the correct words to describe, but it's like, it's the pinkest pink I've ever seen. Looks like that. And there, that makes me so happy that like I'm able to do that. It's just, it's so beautiful. This reminds me of why I love makeup. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I am so in love with this palette. I just can't even. And the colors that I use today are going to be this one, which is Artistry. And then I used Escape. And I used Single. Those three colors. And especially this one, the Artistry color. Those are the three colors. This color is so beautiful. Like, I live for the glitter. Like, I just, oh, it's so beautiful. So, why I want to talk about it, compare it to the Jaclyn Hill palette. So, in all honesty, if these were the only two palettes that were ever made, I would be okay with them. Like, I just don't see myself really using any other palette apart from the fact that I like love my palettes. I just don't really see any need for them anymore, if we're being honest. Like, these two are just worth it. This one I believe is $36. This one's $39. Like, you just can't beat that. And with like Morphe is not, it's not a high-end brand. Like, you know, it's more of a drugstore brand. Just a reminder, you can use your coupons at Ulta. Just saying, you can. And, oh yeah, I just remembered. So there's this shade in here. This one, I think it's called Face. Yes. So it's this big like highlighter shade, which I love. This color is like, I'm going to say like an everyday highlighter, but that's just me. You know, that is what I used to highlight today. I love it. It makes you look like a wet glazed donut, but you put it on and it looks like that. And I know, okay, I know that that is a lot, but when you're using it as a highlighter and you like blend it out, and I know that it's getting everywhere. I picked up a lot. And you blend it. Of course, it's not going to do that with a brush, but I used my finger and I really dug in there. That is just like, it's the perfect like everyday highlighter to me. Okay, if you don't want to use that as an everyday highlighter, you don't have to, but I appreciate the fact that it came in that big pan. So, anyways, I don't remember what we were talking about, but what I was going to say is why I'm like comparing them or even like talking about them, because when this came out and up until they announced this was like the ultimate palette for me. Like, I'm not going to leave anywhere without it. I literally take it to work with me or like wherever I go that I'm going to be doing my makeup, because if I don't know what I want to do, this is just, I feel like you can create so many looks. It's just a lot. It's like mine is used and abused. Like, you could tell the J is starting to come off. The Morphe is starting to come off. Like, it is used and abused. Like, and like you look at it and it has all those warm tones that everyone loves. And it still has like your pop of colors. Like I said, I love purples. This blue is beautiful. This color is, it reminds me of mermaids, both of these. I love this palette so much. It is it's one of the most perfect palettes. I know that a lot of thought went into this just by looking at it. And it's for me, this is a palette for like the everyday girl. You know, someone that's not, the pop of colors are nice. Like, I'm glad they added them in there because everyone loves color. But like the fact that there's so many like beautiful neutrals, like I would wear this like on my wedding day, you know? Like, this palette is so ideal and beautiful. Like, I just can't think of anything or anywhere that you wouldn't use this for. Like, it's such a beautiful palette. I love it so much. I feel like If you could just buy one palette for Christmas for someone, I don't think there is anyone in the world who would not like this palette. That is how much I love this palette. I believe everyone that I have recommended to, it to has loved it. It's an amazing palette. I wouldn't give it up for the world. It is damn worth the $36 that I paid for it. I think that's how much I paid for it. I will leave the prices in the description box below. So, like I said, this palette is more, yes, I do believe that artists probably do have it in their kit because, like I said, you could use it for weddings, or can't imagine an event that you cannot use this to. But where this one comes in and why together I just feel like they're the best palettes ever is because this one has color and this one is for an artist. You can create a everyday look. Like you see all like this top row is like it's neutrals and this middle row, and then you come down here and you have like life and color and so much creativity, and like it reminds me of like Halloween, and there's just so many like events, and there's just so many things that you could do with this palette. And the fact that it has like literally all the colors of the rainbow, that is, like I said, the Huda Beauty palette, the little one, the Obsessions one, I don't even think it had every color, and it was $27. This is $39. $39, and you can create a full rainbow and more. And more. Like, this is for an artist, this is for an artist. This is something that should be in everyone's, in an artist's makeup kit. It like should, So this is for the extra girl. The girl that loves color, the girl that wants to wipe rainbows all over her face, And this is for the girl that loves makeup and wants every eyeshadow imaginable. That's kind of why I wanted to compare them, because to me, they are both must-have palettes, but for different reasons. This is for I could give to a neutral lover, I could give to a color lover. But this one is for a color lover. This is for an artist. This is for someone who wants to create. That was a little bit intense. So, I have like glitter all over me now. So, I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts. I know that everyone is like going crazy. I know that it's like a very highly anticipated launch, and with reason. It is like, just look at all of this. It's beautiful, but I know Christmas is around the corner, and I know that people are like looking, is it worth it? I thought not that anyone's comparing it to Jaclyn Hill palette, but I just thought, because that is one of my, and you know what? I used to be like, what is so great about Morphe? And they just made, not just, but I really just don't see a reason to buy any other palette ever again. I really don't. I feel like I've wasted money buying all those other palettes, because I could literally create any look that I want with these. So I know I'm being mad extreme, like really Debbie, but yeah. So that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys pick up the James Charles palette, let me know. If you love the Jaclyn Hill palette, let me know. Let me know if you're a neutral girl. Let me know if you're a color girl or boy. Let me know everything in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, bye guys.